Hello, I'm Christine Stricker, the Instructional Design Specialist in the Center for Online Learning at Eastern Illinois University. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can integrate alternative assessment in your online course. By the end of this video, you will understand the differences between traditional assessment, authentic assessment, and alternative assessment in online courses. You'll be able to recognize and use authentic and alternative assessments in your courses. Let's have some fun and overgeneralize for a moment, shall we? Who would you rather cut your hair? Someone who scored 100% on 10 50-question multiple-choice hairstyling tests? Or someone who has actually cut the hair of 50 people? But those are job skills, and we are educating, you say. True, but aren't we teaching them to be able to do something when they are deemed educated? So yes, we want them to be able to identify the number of muscles in a mammal, but we also want them to develop skills, understand textures of muscles, identify the appearance between fat, connective tissue, and muscles, and that's where alternative assessment comes in. Instructors have concerns about online assessments, but it all boils down to, will they learn, and how will I know they've learned? Traditional assessments can be done online easily, in every way from multiple choice to auto-graded short answer questions. Traditional assessments can be a source of stress for students and could limit chances for success, especially if you only offer a midterm and a final in an online class. While there are cheating hindrances in place, some cheating always exists. Do I have to use all alternative assessments? No. You can still use some traditional assessments, but why not include a few alternative assessments? Alternative assessments measure performance, encourage critical thinking, reduce possibility of error due to students' inherent weaknesses, reduce cheating, and capture the constructive nature of learning by forcing the student to create their response. So let's look at what kind of alternative assessments you can use in an online class. The following assessments can work in a variety of classes. Oral exams and performances via Blackboard Collaborate, group projects using Wigio, case studies, problem solving via Blackboard Collaborate, blogs and wikis, self-evaluation of assessments, pre-tests, self-check quizzes, labs with step-by-step photos, private post-lecture learning journals, concept mapping, interactive quizzes and surveys, allowing students to rate quiz questions, punctuated lectures, virtual labs, and evaluative discussion boards. So now that you know what kind of assessments can be used, let's talk about how. Using synchronous sessions via Blackboard Collaborate, an instructor can assess a student's musical or speaking performance. Synchronous sessions can also be used to problem solve and as an outlet for student presentations to a large audience or to an audience of just one. Group projects work well as assessments, but you might think it would be hard for a group to work together if they never meet. Thanks to Wigio, a D2L tool, groups can meet online, create to-do lists, share documents, and much more. Students can show what they know by creating a concept map or other graphic organizer. Bubble.us and Prezi are just a few of the online tools students can use. Allowing students to review their tests and/or do test correction can provide an opportunity for reflection. It could also reduce cheating, but it does require a large question bank. Using an exam autopsy, such as this one, is a fun and easy way to allow students to break down their assessment performance and prepare for the next assessment. Adding photos and interactivity to quizzes could make your assessments more effective because they would appeal to different modalities of learning. There are pre-made interactive quizzes available at learning object repositories such as merlot.org. A punctuated lecture as an informal assessment could be a great way to see what your students are learning from your lecture. While you lecture, students take notes and turn them in to you for review. This could work in online classes during an online room synchronous session or asynchronous lecture, or in a face-to-face class. Students can use apps to teach themselves using data and presenting their findings in a synchronous session via D2L's online rooms. This is an example of a flipped classroom format and can work well in online courses. There are also many online labs available for immediate use by students and faculty. Data collection can be done and turned in for assessment. Tools offered by Pearson integrate with D2L. Screenshots can be used to ensure students are doing the entire lab. E-portfolios and blogs allow students to both display and reflect on their work, which promotes circular learning. Instructors and peers can respond to the blog for interaction and feedback. Graphics should be encouraged to show complete understanding of a topic. Case studies work especially well online. A case study allows for critical thinking. The report could be assessed for both content and the student's ability to use proper formatting and terminology to assess understanding. Material can be shared with peers after instructor moderation. Discussion boards are one of the most commonly used tools in online learning. Discussions can have a large role in your course assessment if your material lends itself to opinions and debate, or it could have a smaller role if your material is research and fact-based. Students can be assessed for both their original posts as well as their replies to their classmates. We recommend using a rubric. Thank you for watching this online design video presented by the Center for Online Learning.